Alright, welcome back to another Embrace Destiny video, everyone. Thank you so much for clicking that link and joining us. Today I'm speaking really quickly because I want to bring you up to speed on all the new things coming to Destiny 2. I want to do as fast as humanly possible so as to not waste any of your time. If you want to go into more detail, I would definitely recommend checking out Mesa Sean and Unknown Players channels where they break down everything new coming to Destiny 2 in regularly scheduled format. So, new things coming out starting on May 8th. We're getting two new categories of things. Essentially, we're getting the expansion and we're getting a new season. The expansion, known as Warmind, is paid content, so you have to purchase it or have purchased it in the season pass back in September. It is a new story featuring Anna Bray, Rasputin, Siva, and the Hive all battling it out on the surface of Mars. There's a narrative preview, a new comic, and a new trailer over on Bungie.net. If you're interested, go check it out. I, for one, am very excited not only for the new story, but for the new depth and lore being brought into the game. Also on Mars, there's a new event known as the Escalation Protocol. It's essentially the same thing as Archon. It's similar to Archon's Forge and Court of Oryx, where it's a big group activity where you have to fight waves and waves of enemies, but in this case, it's a 7-wave survival challenge mode where you will be fighting it out for new armor and gear week after week. However, it's supposed to be very difficult, very challenging endgame material that will require the most coordinated of fire teams. Speaking of which, there's a new raid layer known as the Spire of Stars coming out next Friday, May 11th, so get those teams together and yeah, may the fastest group win. Next, Season 3, this is available for everybody. First thing to talk about is private matches. They will be making a return to Destiny 2 finally. However, a word of warning, while all maps will be available in the regular Crucible playlist, if you want to run a private match featuring a map from an expansion, all players in that private match must own the expansion to access that map. Now, going back into the Crucible in general, there will be ranked play. Yes, we're finally getting ranked playlists known as Valor and Glory in Destiny 2. Valor is tied to quick play and Glory is tied to competitive. Now, they go up in different ways. Valor goes up by just putting time in. If you win, you go up faster. If you lose, it doesn't matter. Whereas in Glory, you have to win. If you lose, you go down. If you win, you go up in rank. Now, there's going to be new items, armor, gear, achievements tied to ranking up, but the most intriguing thing is the seasonal weapon known as the Regiex's Claymore. It's a pulse rifle that is going to be very difficult to get. Apparently, only the top 40% of the PvP community will be able to earn it, and it will be achieved by ranking the Glory plate rank all the way up to the one of the top 3 levels, the top 3 ranks. So the grind is back, people. It's going to be really interesting, excited. I'm not usually that interested in the Crucible, but I'm really interested to see how far up in those ranks I can get. Next, private matches are getting a bit of a bump. You can get a raid emblem that shows how many times you've guided people through the raid, and when you do, you get an aura, and when you do, and you guide someone through the raid the first time in a week, every week, you'll get a bright engram to drop. So it's not really much of a bump, but I really hope to see more things done for the guided games because I like the system. I want to see it fleshed out. Next, strikes are getting an update. Heroic strikes are getting modifiers similar to Destiny 1, and Nightfalls are getting additional modifiers that you can do by taking your challenge card, talking to Xur, upgrading it, and you can make your Nightfalls even more challenging, even more fun. Perhaps that will have a difference on how your high score goes. So feel free to check that out. Next, exotic weapons. If you go over to Bungie.net again, they have videos and descriptions talking about how they are trying to make exotics fun again. Put that on a hat. Basically, they want to make exotics enviable weapons that even if they're easy to get, you really want to get them, you really want to use them. They're going to kick butt in new and various ways. Definitely check that out. It's really exciting. I'm really looking forward to the new changes. Next, exotic masterworks. Now, similar to legendary items where you can make masterworks, we're going to be getting similar features for exotics, but it's going to work in a different way. Instead of just randomly dropping a bunch of items into an exotic, each exotic will have a clue as to how to unlock the masterwork. And once you do, you'll get the feature of dropping an orb of light for every double kill, and also having all of your kills displayed. But there will be more steps to complete if you want to make the gun even more powerful. Now, we don't really have any detail on that, but essentially we're all thinking it's either going to be an additional perk or maybe a huge stat bonus that will, basically Bungie has said that it will make the weapon even more amazing at what it already is. So that's pretty interesting. Next, quality of life improvements. We're going to finally be able to delete things directly from the Postmaster or from the Vault. We're getting 100 more slots in our Vault, and we're getting an emote wheel. So I'm really excited about that. I got a bunch of sparrows on my Postmaster I just need to delete. Finally, Eververse is changing a little bit. We're getting 18 items on sale instead of the 14 every week, and there's something known as the Prismatic Matrix. Now, similar to the Crimson Days, the way this is going to work is it's a knockout list. It's a list where every time you rank up, you can get something from that list without duplicate until you get all of the items. However, you can also earn something known as a Prismatic Facet, which basically allows you to bypass leveling up and just directly purchase something from the Matrix. You can store up to 3 of them a week, so if you don't like what's in the Matrix this week, you can get the next. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to try and wrap this up before 5 minutes. Thank you all very much for watching and listening. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you all out there. Have fun. Bye for now.